Welcome to Nylex's Life RP server. Don't you boys dream of riches and piles of money like what I have? Well, to help you get there, I've assigned my two best Mafia men to give you a comprehensive guide to starting your journey to wealth, fame, and greatness.
Hello, I'm JLW, and I've been assigned by the boss man to help you guys start off on the server. First things first, joining the server. Using the IP and port in the description, you can find the server. But joining isn't as straightforward as it might seem. Just because there are open slots doesn't always mean you can join. Slots 72 through 80 are reserved. That means if you want to join the server at peak times, you must purchase a reserve slot. I put the link to the website in the description where you can buy it. But remember, if the server is 70 through 80 slots, you will be able to join without a reserve slot. But I do recommend you buy a reserve slot if you plan on playing seriously and often, as the server is most often full. To come to any troubles buying reserve slot or rank, make a support ticket in the Nylex Discord and someone will assist you.
Hello, I'm the Catman, and I'll also be helping you getting started. Quite often while joining modded unturned servers, you can come across lots of error messages. Luckily, if you come across any error messages, you can go to the Nylex Discord and check out common error fixes. Here, you can find problems and solutions for almost any error you can come across. If these don't work, make sure to make a support ticket and ping us or a staff member. When you load in, the first thing you're going to want to do is read the rules on the wall in the spawn area. The rules do offer a pretty basic understanding, but I do recommend you reading the in-depth version by doing /rules. If you do have any questions involving the rules, ask other players or staff members.
Now, even though you've read all the rules, most likely you probably don't understand all the terms in the rules if you never played an RP server before. So here are some common examples of the rules.
When you hear the term KOS, this means you can't just go killing everyone you see. You can only kill other players when you and the other player are in RP sit. The most common examples in RP sit are robberies, heist, and PD making an arrest.
Some players spread false information about the rules. If it is not in the official rulebook, it is not a rule enforced by the staff. One of the more trickier sections of the rules to understand is the FRP section. A good baseline is to think about, could I do this in real life? Now that you have a basic understanding of the rules, it's time to get into the gameplay. To exit spawn, walk over to Mr. Nylex here, and click Ready to Roleplay.
The first thing you want to do when you exit spawn is head over to Calabasas Bank, who you're going to talk to a bank NPC and get your first bank card.
Now that you have your bank card, the first thing you're going to want to do is head over to the ATM, because you have 5k in starter cash in your inventory. So you're going to want to put this in the ATM right away, so no players can rob you for it. Once it's in your bank account, your money is safe. If any players rob right as you spawned in with your starting 5k that is FRP, contact a staff member that should get it sorted for you and refund you so you can continue to play the server.
Now that you have your cash stored away, you're going to want to head over to the city hall where you can get your first license. The first license you're going to get is your driver's license.
Now that you've applied for your driver's license, you're going to need to take your driver's test. To do this, head over to the driving school. The driving school is located to the left of the city hall and to the right of the bank. Here, you'll find the driving school NPC. Take the test. It might take you a couple tries. But once you complete it, head back over to the city hall to buy your driver's license.
Now that you have your driver's license, walk over to the mall, and of the mall, you're gonna find the car dealership. Walk up to the salesman and do the command /V shop to open the car menu.
I'd recommend you buy a quad of any color. This is going to be the cheapest and best option for starters. Once you bought your quad, you're going to want to drive back to the city hall. We're going to choose your first job.
Once you get into the town hall, you're gonna talk to the licensed NPC again. And here, you're going to apply for a lumberjack license or a mining license. Both jobs are pretty equal in money, but we're going to tell you each job and what they can do, and you can decide it yourself.
If you choose to be a lumberjack, you're going to want to buy the lumberjack license at the city hall. Next, you're going to head over to the mall and buy some clothes from the common clothing store. And you're going to want to grab a backpack from the outdoor store to maximize your efficiency. Next, head over to the lumberjacking area of the map. The lumberjacking area of the map is located right above the train yard across the bridge from Cala. The NPC will give you a job when you talk to him. Once you get the job, the NPC will sell everything you need to be a lumberjack, including an axe and some food. Then go off and start chopping down trees. The NPC will only buy 2 bundles of 10 logs at a time. To make bundles, go into your crafting menu by hitting Y, and then click on the gear section. Here you'll be able to craft logs into bundles and sell them to the NPC. To maximize your profits, you're going to want to complete the Lumberjack's quest to unlock a chainsaw. To get the GPS for the quest, you're going to head back to the mall and go to the outdoor section and buy a GPS. For the rest of the items in the quest, simply go around to different types of trees and cut them down to get the bundles. Once you have all the items needed, complete the quest. And you will unlock a chainsaw. To maximize your profits further, buy a saw from the NPC. Using the saw, we can now pick up the sticks from the trees that we cut down and open our crafting menu and turn them into planks and then into log. Another option is mining. It tends to be the more common choice, meaning the ore spawns are going to be contested by other players. You'll need a mining license from the city hall to start. Then head over to the mining area of the map. The mining area is right behind Calabasas PD. The NPC will give you a job and allow you to buy a pickaxe and a headlamp. This is all you need to start mining. The deeper you go into the mine, the more valuable the ores get. If you go too deep, you will run out of oxygen. You'll need an air tank to continue. You can buy an air tank at the boat dealer at the Montreal docks. To get to the boat NPC, you're going to have to climb down a ladder to the lower level of the dock. He will sell you all the gear you need to go deeper into the mines. In these deeper parts, you will find diamonds. You will need these diamonds to complete the mining NPC quest to unlock the jackhammer, which will greatly increase your efficiency of mining ores. I suggest, once you finish the quest for the jackhammer, you're going to want to start to smelt your iron and gold into bars that sell for more. To do that, you're going to want to head over to the ore smelter in the industrial area. Here, you can smelt 2 iron or gold into 1 iron or gold bar. Once you got the bars smelted, you're going to want to head over to the Montreal docks and talk to the resource trader. He is located in this building, right inside the doorway. You can sell your iron and gold bars to him, but make sure to have your mining license or else you won't be able to sell the bars. Alternatively, you can sell your iron, gold, and diamonds to other players for a higher premium, but it can be hard to find players willing to buy them. As well, there's always a risk that they may rob you or scam you. Once you've grinded and have about $70,000 saved up, it's time to get into the more fun things. The first step into the drug business is going to be finding the weed supply dealer. He is located in an alleyway between the pizza shop and the Brown apartment building in Calabasas. The NPC will give you a quest to deliver 3 packages.
The first NPC is in Cala, behind the bank. You have a giant green bean coming from his head. The second one is in front of the subway in Ferndale. And the last one is near the cafe and garages in Monterey. We will be returning to these NPCs later, as these NPCs are where we will be able to sell your joints.
Before you start growing weed and making joints, you're going to need a place to grow the weed. I recommend buying a box truck. Before you're able to buy the box truck, you're going to need a CDL license from the City Hall. Once you got your CDL license, head back over to the Montreal docks and talk to the resource trader. Once you're at the resource trader, do /V shop and buy a box truck. Make sure to place a door on the back of your box truck so cops can't see in. To do this, grab some loonies from the ATM, turn them into scrap, then the sheets, and then make a garage door frame and gate. Then place it on the back of your box truck. Alternatively, if you're growing in a box truck, you can grow in a garage or darkroom apartment. These usually go for around 100k player resale. If you're able to find an open one, you can get it for just the deed and door price. But also remember, there's a risk to growing in a building, as if the cops catch you doing drugs in a building, they will raid it. Also note, if you try to block out windows so the cops can't see inside, they will also raid you. The final thing you're going to need before you grow weed is a growing planter. To get a growing planter, head to the florist in Ferndale. Buy a planter, but do not buy fertilizer from here. Instead, we're going to make our own fertilizer. To make our own fertilizer, we're going to want to go to the common clothing store. And here we're going to buy some $11 hats. We're going to buy a bunch of these hats. We're going to open our crafting menu and salvage these hats into scrap cloth. We're going to craft this cloth into rope, and then the rope into fertilizer. This is far cheaper than buying fertilizer from the florist. Once you get the packages delivered and have a safe place to grow your weed, you're going to want to head back to the alleyway in Calabasas and buy 1 weed seed and 1 grinder. Before you grow any weed, make sure your farming skill is maxed out, because that will allow you to multiply your crops each time you grow. After you've accumulated quite a large farm, you're going to want to grind half the crops into mildewed weed and the other half into seeds. Take the mildewed weed and make joints. But in order to make joints, we need cloth. To get this cloth, we're going to use the same method we used to make the rope and fertilizer. To sell your joints, head to one of those NPCs you delivered the boxes to. After you sell 100 joints, you will unlock the next drug. Weed is just one of the many drugs on the server. This is just a beginner drug. I won't be covering the more advanced drugs in this guide, as they're pretty self-explanatory. But once you sell 100 joints, head on down to the train yard and talk to the NPC, and you'll start on the path to the next drug. To claim an unoccupied property, all you have to do is buy a deed from City Hall and place a door on the unoccupied building. If the property is already claimed and has a deed and door on it, you'll need to contact the person that owns it to buy the property off the player. A good way to purchase properties off of other players is to check the buy and sell in the Nylex Discord. Once you bought your first property, Be careful, as there is a 7-day decay timer on the server, meaning if you are offline for 7 days, all your placed items on the server will decay. Before you can switch jobs, you must first quit your original job, and then go to the new NPC and accept the job from him. Also, keep in mind, if someone was to KOS you and you lose valuable items, the staff can't do anything without proof. I recommend downloading Metal. It's a free clipping software, so you can clip if you get KOS and lose valuables, and then make a report ticket to get refunded. Make sure to utilize subways. They are a great way to travel around efficiently. Make yourself not a target. Don't be robbable, especially when you're trying to save up money to start drugs. People will only rob you if they see something to rob. I strongly recommend not purchasing any sort of weapon, as it will only make you a target. Trust me, your pistol is not stopping a gang of 3 that will have ARs. Also, keep in mind your jackhammer and chainsaw should stay in your inventory so people can't see them. If they see the jackhammer and chainsaw, they may try to rob you for it. Also, keep in mind players cannot rob you for your clothes or licenses. You do not have to take them off or drop them. Hopefully, doing these steps should help you avoid getting robbed. Another tip is a much faster way to get scrap than mining it. Head over to an ATM and grab some loonies. You can craft 3 loonies into a piece of scrap metal. This is much faster than going mining. When getting oil from the oil rig, make sure the crowbar is in your inventory and not in your hands. If the crowbar is in your hands and not in your inventory, you will not be able to get any oil. You can get a crowbar at the NPC at the hardware store. One great command to know as a starter, if you need some extra money, is /vote. Complete the voting process and then do the command /reward, and you will receive $2,000. When doing deals of high value, ask a PD member to middleman to ensure you don't get robbed or scammed. Also, use Metal to clip deals, so if you do get scammed, you can report it to the PD and they can catch him and you'll get refunded. To access your vehicles, do /garage when over a car spawner, and then do /park to park them. Also, ensure that all your vehicles are locked so nobody can steal them. At the hardware store, you can find many essential things. One of the most important being chemicals. You need chemicals to make some more advanced drugs. You can find a hardware store in the mall or at Ferndale. You can find the boat salesman at the Mont docks. He also sells scuba gear necessary for mining deeper in the mine. You can find the car mechanic in the center of Calabasas. He sells some essential things for repairing your car.
Great job, guys. I hope this helps you guys out, and I wish you good luck on the ventures that you will have. Have fun.